now watching Jay in the Morning with your host Jay Harlem and Jay Moggenheim live on Mog TV.
Yeah. Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. You are tuned into Jay's in the Morning, number one morning show in the Polyverse. How everybody doing out there? Top of the morning. Jay, what's good?
Top of the morning, episode 76.
Yeah.
Salute to the chat. T Will in the building. Salute T Will.
What
Top
up,
of
T
the morning.
Will? What's going on?
Free Society in the building.
Free. What up, Free?
First, I don't know. I think T Will beat you out by 2 minutes, Free. But we were saying he was over there wishing some happy birthday wishes. So we was all over. Shout out to Free. Yeah.
Yeah, yo.
Five in the building. Damn, we got
fucking Detroit cost me money, man. Y'all fucking bums. Y'all baseball team and y'all football team suck. Both of y'all fucking teams cost me money, man. I had them on my ticket. The next thing you know, these bums, they couldn't even cover. I even pushed them to a 10-point spread. They still got blown out. Can't believe that shit, bro. Yeah, Detroit sucks. From now on, moving forward. There we go. That's been said. Jay's in the Morning.
All right. Salute to your pockets.
Now they cost me money, bro. I should have been up 2 racks, bro.
Yeah,
I should have been up 2 racks.
Did you bet the house on the Dallas game for Thursday?
And the $50. Yeah, that's what helped me get the money to make this bet. You know what I'm saying? I like to make more profits out of my profits, not lose because it's some sucky ass place. You understand what I'm saying? But it's all right though. We're gonna let them redeem themselves later on. They're gonna win next week though.
Inform Future to allow him to stay in profit for a few days when he arrives in the DR for the free. Cool, I appreciate that, Free. I appreciate that.
2-1, what up?
So you give me a call, I'm gonna send him the lockbox code so he can get in. Could you imagine that? I can even.
It's over.
Yeah, he fucked my crib all up.
Gotta sell it.
Or the chicas will do something and break some shit or something. I just wonder about that. Like, what would happen? What would be the first problem?
Your neighbors didn't want to kick you out.
I don't even know. He'd be calling like, I don't know what. Yeah, the chicks would be done something. That's what I think. He can't handle that over there. But anyway, yeah. I guess while we're talking about the sports shit, did you catch that game last night?
No.
What?
The Buffalo Bill game?
Yeah.
I saw the highlights at the end. Yeah.
That shit was crazy. I have on my fantasy. I have 2 different fantasy teams, and on both of the teams, my core offense is Lamar, Flowers, and Andrews. You know what I mean? So, like, I live and die by the Baltimore's offensive production, and it was going down. And I was down in my fantasy game, but the dude I was playing had Josh and shit. So, like, I was down, all of a sudden I came back, and I was ahead. But I was like, bruh, if this game is a shootout, I had my 3 guys, but once we got ahead, Baltimore, they started running the ball, and I was like, don't fucking run the ball, because I'm like, I know Josh is about to throw it. So I'm like, we were like 2 and 3 points apart. So they're behind, so obviously they're gonna be throwing the ball. So I'm like, his quarterback's gonna keep getting points for yardage. And then my quarterback should be throwing the ball to match him because they're head to head at this point. But since they had a 15-point lead, they started running the fucking ball. I'm like, don't do that. You're gonna have to kill these dudes dead. You can't let them. And what do? Start being conservative, trying to run the clock, run the ball, when they could have just fucking sent the death dagger to him with another touchdown and been up by like 21, and it would have been over. But no, they want to run the ball, and what happens? Fumble. Boom. They get it back with great fucking field position. Score again. Now it's an 8-point game. Now you're fucked in the game. That was crazy.
Mm.
And now you got momentum because y'all just fucking scored and y'all coming back, and it's before everybody's fucking. And mad fans was leaving when they was down by 15. It was like half the crowd, or a good quarter of the crowd was walked out and shit. Then they started coming back. That shit was classic. Even though I lost on the fantasy, it was like really exciting to watch. That was like a good fucking opening weekend Sunday night game for real. That was like, if the NFL was scripted, they did a good job with that one because after that fumble and they just started making it happen, and then
There's a lot of funny plays I saw in
hey,
the highlights. That's all I was saying.
that's what then they had another some shit. I'm like, bro, when they got the ball back again, they up by 8. I'm like, you gotta fucking go for the kill. They didn't again. I said, y'all gonna fuck around and lose this game because then what's name went for 2, missed it, so now they're down by fucking 3 points or 2 points, down by 2.
Need a field goal.
Then they still playing that conservative shit or whatever the fuck they did. It fucked up the play calls, and Buffalo having momentum that they had ends up with no timeouts at the end, and the fuck that Matt Prater, who just got there, his first game with them or some shit, don't know none of his teammates, came in and kicked the fucking field goal winning shit with no time on the clock. They win by 1.
That's
Greatest
it.
comeback since '67 type shit.
Buffalo, new Super Bowl team.
Hey, that shit was crazy. I said,
This could be their year.
Josh Allen was balling too. Like he was outperforming Lamar just in some of the passes he was making. Like damn, Lamar was balling, but I was like, damn, Josh Allen is fucking making some crazy shit happen. Like he coming out the pocket and just throwing that shit like right where only the receiver could catch it. I'm like, this dude, they both was having really good games statistically and shit. So it was a good game to watch. Unfortunately, at the end of the game, they lost by 1. And Derrick Henry had a fucking career game. Like the first play, he broke it for like 75-yard touchdown. And then he did another touchdown, like 200 and something crazy yards. I was like, bruh, this shit's wild. What up, Army guy?
What up, Army guy?
Thanks for pulling up. Free says, question: if you had an Airbnb, would you host Relo? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Because it wouldn't. Just based on his track record, Airbnb window broke, the door that's in his last spot, the drama, the police. Yeah. Even if he paid triple, I couldn't do it. Like, bro, could not do it.
What if his sponsors paid quadruple?
They had to drop me it had to be like some 2 racks a month type shit. It had to be enough for me to live upstairs over there still. You know what I'm saying? And be like, keep right below.
You want to stay there?
No, I mean, I got 2 apartments. You know what I mean? My apartment's upstairs.
Yeah.
So I had to have enough to be on site. You know what I'm saying? Over there. On property, on site, you know what I mean? Like on-site management. Like, nah, bro. But that might make it worse because then I'm up, you know what I mean? Then I'm gonna get fucking duped into the drama and shit that will ensue.
Yeah, you're gonna be right there, front and center.
Nah, all money ain't good money. And that would be a fucking definitely. However, if the subs are paid, and I don't even know, even if somebody was like, all right, well, how about this? We're gonna set up your whole trip. You be on your production shit, and we're gonna produce a whole Relo show for whatever. I don't even know if I would do that. And I had all odds to just fall back and fall. You know what I mean? It'd be some drama and mayhem. Sure. Yeah, it had to be like a content house that was all set up, and I'm in the control room. You know what I mean? And bro, I don't even like the real world how they got the production,
the separate room,
the whole shit. Bro, I'm behind the scenes, Gene. What up, ball game? Salute. Facts.
Ball game. What up? You saw what happened to old boy DDG, that streamer. That show blew up in his face. Yeah, because everybody was thirsting over that chick, India Love, and they made her look like a bully. So everybody lashed out at her. They went and shut down her Twitter, and he spent almost $500,000 on a fake reality show, and trying to get the views, trying to be up to Casa Nat. And that shit just blew up in his face. They canceled that bullshit.
Mm.
You know, it could happen. It could turn on you one time. He was mad. He was he was doing the Rello. I don't care. Y'all don't want to fuck with me. I'm rich. I'll be rich tomorrow anyway.
Oh, word.
After he
Taking my ball and going home.
he said, y'all know. Yeah, he said, y'all poor. I'm rich. I don't think you want to talk to your viewers like that.
Nah. They need to honor your viewers, especially if they're sending you $50 to go to the Tiger Park. Free know what I'm talking about, yeah.
The Tiger Park probably non-existent at this point. That's one of those places that don't exist. If you look at the footage, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Everybody's been there. Shit, even Super was jet skiing. He don't even know how to swim. That was funny right there. He said, "Fuck it, take me out, take me out there." If he would have fell in that water, bro, I don't even think that vest would have helped him, bro.
He'd have been panicking.
Hell yeah.
Fact. All right, well, rolling on to the clips. I know y'all here for the clips. So where we're starting today? What clip we starting with today?
Yeah, man. Whatever. Let it rock.
All right, let's just start at the top. Clip 1, when that $40 holler goes wrong. Set it up.
Tribute to the space, you know, for everybody who likes to wheel and deal.
Who likes to wheel and deal? All right.
A man called them
Hold
after
up. Hold up. It didn't download. All right. You gotta watch out because sometimes that $40,
Yeah, 40. You know,
it will be. Yeah, you will holler for a different reason.
a man called them after a prostitute took his money. Now they both face charges.
What was she supposed to do for the $40?
She said she could do everything with me, but she didn't do it.
Gotcha. You get your ID on you, man?
Yes, sir.
Jonathan Reynolds placed a 911 emergency call.
That
When
sound
officers
like-
got there, he told him he had gave Renee Williams $40 to do all kinds of freaky shit with him.
That's
But he
real.
paid to play. And now, after she ran off, he's without ass and cash.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I know wrong to pay the plate, you know what I'm saying? You know, so some just have a good time, you know what I'm saying? But I can't do $40, and then, you know what I'm saying, I came back, she got a boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, she don't know me no more. Took the $40.
Later, police found her shacked up in the hotel with another
said
man,
she don't know me
identified
no
as
more.
Derek Battles. All three were arrested. Renee Williams was arrested
Got the
on
pimp.
prostitution, Derek Battles for outstanding warrants, and Jonathan Reynolds on pandering. His $40 was confiscated pending the outcome of his charges.
Matter of fact, we're gonna hold on to that 40, player. You know,
Yeah.
you might need it. That's crazy.
She said she was gonna do everything.
Everything, you know what I'm saying? I know it's pay to play, but you know what I mean? We was just gonna have a good time, you know what I'm saying?
And then
You know what I'm saying?
then she said she don't know me no more.
Then you act like you don't know me. You don't know a brother no more. And now you don't know a brother no more.
Salute to the space. That's for the space right there. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Dudes
that
getting caught out there,
sound like,
non-negotiating ass niggas.
that sound like
Giving your money before you're supposed to.
sound like people we know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
$40 holler. That's $40 holler. That's what she did. She took his 40 and she said, I'll holler.
She said, and it was what it was.
Yeah,
Took $40 and it was what it was.
I wanted that they would have had that phone call. That would have been hilarious. That phone call, like K911. Somebody just robbed my $40.
Yeah, somebody just robbed me for $40. He'd have been better off saying that she just took his $40. You know what I'm saying? And then like that would have got her in more trouble than anything. Like, hey, she was here. She asked for a couple dollars. I was about to give her $5. She snatched the 2 20s out my hand or some shit or whatever and ran and she went up in there. You know what I mean? Type shit. That would at least got
Yeah.
on her differently than, yo, I
Yeah,
gave her
but
some money, and then she went in there, and now she with her boyfriend. It was all, yeah, we about to get all these.
that's what I was saying. Like, think about, did he sound drunk to you, or does it sound like he talks like that all the time?
You talk like that all the time.
Exactly.
Oh,
So
yeah,
now, now knowing that, they literally asked her what she's supposed to do for the $40.
yeah. And he gonna tell her, well, you know what I'm saying?
She said everything. Oh
Yeah,
shit!
he'd have been
That's
better
crazy.
off like, yo, she came here asking for change for a 50. I didn't have it. Then when I was looking, she snatched it out. You know, some shit like that. That's how she got my 40. She's over there. That's how that would have got done.
He said, "I know pay for play and all that, but I'm just trying to have a good time."
Facts. Because even if you'd have told them a lie, they would have known, but they would have been able to like, yo, you sit right here. Then they kept it 40 once they got the money too. That was crazy.
Then she
Now
said,
you gonna need this on your fines, player.
and she said she don't know me no more. Yeah.
Actually, they won't even. They'll just keep his money because that'd be like drug money. They would say, "No, you don't even get that back."
That's what it is. He didn't get it back. He got confiscated.
Yeah, but I think if they confiscated it, depending on there, they might have put it towards his. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's evidence, man. That's evidence.
Yeah, that's what the fucking. That was the illegal act. He was soliciting shit. With this, even though the money had nothing to do with nothing.
Nothing. That's it. This is part of the evidence.
That's crazy.
If you get convicted, he don't get nothing back.
Well, he don't get it back neither way.
No, he gets it back if he's found free. If he's not guilty. If he's guilty or pleads guilty, he don't get shit back because that's part of the case.
Yeah.
They don't give drug dealers their money back.
No. They just take the fucking.
Yeah, that's evidence. They keep that shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let's check the next clip.
$40 holler.
$40 holler. Early in the morning.
Service.
Early in the morning.
What's up with the new delivery service? That's what the name of this clip will be.
The new delivery service. Oh, so I don't know if this is a skit, but imagine, you know how people be going, you know, the husbands to go to work in the morning. So, you know, this young cat find a way to say, hey, how am I gonna get these housewives to, you know, to have a little fun? So this is what he does.
Yeah. How you doing? All right. Is your husband home by any chance? No. Alright, so basically, I just want to know if you want to fuck or anything like that.
Oh,
no. Yeah. This nigga said your husband's home. She said no.
That's when the little horny motherfuckers were looking at his neighbor for fucking months.
But think about that. Yeah. If he goes to 10 houses of either single wives or married women, will he strike out in all 10?
Bro, you about to go to jail on some pervert shit. Can't pat more in the building. Salute.
He can say he's you know, he's basically, you know, starting a service, you know, door-to-door service.
You want to fuck. All right. Still dumbass shot. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy.
But, hey, listen, everybody got to find a hustle, man. He's finding his hustle. So listen, you got me a little housewife.
He said, is your husband home? Man, I don't think that was no skit because of the way the dog was barking and shit and the way he got up out of there. And like,
he was straight up with it too.
Yeah,
I was just wondering if you wanted to fuck.
or something like that. Unless that was an old lady or some shit. Like, what made him look low?
Yeah. Now, did she do that? Did she do that because that's what she really felt, or did she do that because the Ring camera was recording?
No, she know the Ring was recording.
Exactly.
Because if she wanted, somebody invited me in. Nah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, his ass is going to jail. That's like, you know what I mean? He might not go to jail, but he's gonna get
I
talked.
mean, what he could say if that's the way he, like do it like he's a stripper or something. Pause. Like he like, nah, I was just, and that's my way of saying that you wanted to see me strip. That's it. Look, you know what I mean? Like,
You did some loot and whatever.
You down with Ben Vlogs.
Yeah, that was fucking wild.
You imagine some shit like that, motherfucker just knocking on the door, random doors. Hey, I'm the milkman.
Milkman, mailman. That's crazy.
Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see.
Boom. There you go. There. Kenny P. You got some hardware now. Welcome. Use your wrench only for good.
Go actually tap up clip 7.
Clip
7 with that for the new hustle. There's another new hustle right here. If you can't be a door-to-door salesman, then you might as well, go for construction, because there's a whole bunch of construction everywhere, right?
It's always construction.
Exactly. So, hey, trying to give y'all niggas a hustle. So door-to-door salesman don't work. Here's a construction job for you. See if y'all want to do this one. Yeah, this shit right here gonna be crazy. You imagine that? These are the jobs people are picking.
Construction, but it may be roadside destruction. A viewer captured this video of somebody on the 10 freeway sawing part of the guardrail. He speculates the person may have been trying to steal the metal. We did reach out to CHP and Caltrans, both agencies investigating the incident. Caltrans has confirmed that person in the video is not one of its workers or subcontractors.
You see?
Been trying to steal the metal. We did reach out to CHP and Caltrans, both agencies investigating the incident. Caltrans has confirmed that person in the video is not one of its workers or subcontractors.
He definitely he's selling that shit.
Yeah, he was damn. See where he fucked up at. He should have had like one of them vests on, like the yellow road vest. He looked like he's supposed to be there. I always think about that too. Like you can go some places and like if you see, if you look official, you could probably get away with some shit. Especially like
Yeah, man, imagine like you see he already cut the first one. That's why he went back to get the second
construction, but it may be roadside destruction. A viewer captured this video of somebody on the 10 freeway sawing part of the guardrail. He speculates the person may have been trying to steal the metal. We did reach out to CHP and Caltrans, both agencies investigating the incident. Caltrans has confirmed that person in the video is not one of its workers or subcontractors.
Not one of his workers.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Shout out to Ice City in the building.
Salute to Ice.
Ice showed up on the blood moon.
Earlier shit over there too. What it's 75 in California.
Blood moon.
You must have been up real late, or you got up real early. But yeah, that's crazy. I wonder how much you get for
that's a whole. What is that? That's steel, metal. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that guy shit got away. Like, how he gonna carry that shit back?
He probably had a truck or something close by.
There was no truck around him. He was just there sawing that shit.
I know, but he had to be parked somewhere. You know what I mean? He might have, all the sections that you don't see, he might have already done chopped down. Right? It might have been a whole bunch.
Man.
And he had the saw. I doubt he was. I don't know. He would just walk around carrying it. If you had a truck, you know what I mean? You got tools. You probably got a truck. Because you got to haul that shit to the. We got the scrapyard.
That's true. He got a whole saw, or unless it was his job to cut it and someone else's job to pick it up.
Well, like for example, when like how many years ago did they redo our whole streets? How long ago did they do our streets? 3-4 years ago? Yeah, about 3-4 years ago, they redid our whole, like, the sewer system, the rainwater, all the plumbing. They redid the whole, like, upgraded the whole infrastructure over here. So they had before it was all lead, or what was it, lead? Cast iron? No, it was lead. Yeah, lead and cast iron piping underneath, you know what I mean, for all the sewage and the drainage and shit. And they took all that shit out, updated the whole shit. Like, they worked on it all summer. But as they were digging the stuff up, that lead, you know, that shit's worth some money. So you start seeing like the scrappers driving around grabbing that shit. Like my pops and my cousins, I already was on the shit on our street. But then all of a sudden, like every street, you know, because like the days that the whole crew would come, they would dig out all the pipes, set them on the side, and then they would come get them. But they didn't even really bother disposing of it because they know that the people were coming and getting that shit, man. It was a lot.
They weren't supposed to get that shit anyway.
Yeah, so it's like I already know people be, you know, they get crafty. We had dope fiends and trucks. I mean, with like shopping carts pushing that shit down the street, getting all that lead was heavy, bro. It was crazy. So I could see when somebody, you know, the motherfuckers be crafty. My man had tools on the highway. He was plotting on that for a while. He been driving through just imagine he sat and had that idea. He was in a traffic jam. He looked over and was like, look at all that. Look at here. We don't need them guardrails. You know, what do they need those for?
Ain't nobody over here.
Ain't nobody over here. I'm gonna come back.
They're going too fast to notice this shit missing.
I'm gonna come back during a rush hour and fucking cut them down. $40 a pop. That's crazy.
I mean, it makes more sense during the daytime, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at night he would have got in trouble. They would have been like, yeah.
I mean, he got in trouble anyway, but
yeah, facts. But yeah, if you'd have had one of them orange, you know, like worker vest on, looked somewhat official, like he was really over there had a cone out there, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm supposed to be out here.
He didn't want those extra charges. Now you impersonating a city worker.
Yeah.
Smoke in the building.
He said Ice hasn't slept in 3 days. Had an intervention. Let the stew go. The stew's still alive.
The stew is still stewing.
Yeah, Free Society is out there right now.
Listen.
I don't know if he's in the stew or he's in the DR though. So it was, you know, he'll be able to give us a report, state of the union of the stew.
State of the Soonion.
Yeah, state of the Soonion. Fuzzy Dread, salute to you. Fuzzy. Seen you the other day giving some good advice. That somebody.
What up, King Sims? What up?
Sims in the building. Fuzzy, let's rinse you up. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's that season. 'Tis the season. 'Tis the travel season. I got a trip coming up in about 20-something days. Looking forward to that. And then another trip in like 50-something days. Really looking forward to that. So yeah. All right, moving along.
The next one.
The next Kliznip. Rolling this joint up a little bit there. All right. Next clip here. Let me see. Let's go right down the line. It says, oh yeah, the Final Destination, Little Caesars version.
Yo, this is crazy. So everybody know these people that be out there, you know, twirling the signs and shit. Different companies. So this guy's been doing it for Little Caesars, and it's just another day at work.
You know what? I seen on 1,000 Ways to Die one time. I seen where the sign twirler was, you know, flipping the sign around and shit. And I don't know if it was him himself or somebody standing by him. No, here's what it was. It was two. It was like, you know, you remember that show, 1,000 Ways to Die?
Yeah.
All right, so they had the sign twirler, and you know how they showed a little reenactment, dude on the corner doing this thing, the sign. Then they had like another company that was like that was advertising or whatever for like a rival, whatever. So they had a sign twirler out there as well. So now the dudes see each other. So then, like, by the end of the weekend or whatever, they had, you know, they didn't like, you know, everybody's watching them and they having a fucking sign twirling battle type shit. So and so in the Ways to Die video, and those of you may have seen the shit, but it was a classic. So they having the fucking battle of the signs, and they spinning it around or whatever. And one dude spun it, and the dude was so close he fucking caught his neck with the corner of the sign, cut his shit, and then fucking cut his throat, bro. Like, not on purpose, but just like they was doing too much. So either it happened during the battle to the dude, the opposing dude, or he cut his own shit, like trying to do the most on a fucking like a dance off sign version. So that's when I see this.
You can add this to that list too.
It's on that fucking level. All right, let's see here.
It's worse.
Oh no.
Just another day at the job. Just another day at the office. Not for him, though.
Little Caesar.
According to witnesses, the victim is a well-known sign spinner for a Little Caesars franchise here in Henrico County.
I didn't know him, but I saw him all the time. He worked for Little Caesar. It's just really shocking.
Sources tell John the pizza sign holder was killed at the corner of Williamsburg Road and South Laburnum Avenue just before noon Thursday. They say a tractor trailer carrying concrete slabs collided with another truck that was carrying propane tanks. Police tell us the tractor trailer then jackknifed and flipped. Sadly, the concrete crushed the man holding the sign.
Started, asking, does anybody need CPR? We can help. And one of the other gentlemen said, I think he's gone. And they were talking about the young man that was turning the sign.
Henrico police ask if you have any information about this deadly crash to give them a call. You can do so anonymously at Crime Stoppers. The number is 780.
That's fucked up. I would hate to hear that because that'd be some like unavoidable scenarios that people, you know what I mean? You just on the corner, fucking doing your thing, and then two trucks collide. You know what I mean? A final destination, like you said. Boom, boom, you get crushed by concrete. That's crazy. When I was in DR last time, I was driving to Santiago in a similar situation. I don't think nobody died, but there was a semi coming off of the highway, and I believe it was full of bags of rice. But it had tipped over. It didn't like it hit nothing, but it came off the highway either too fast or some shit, and it just tipped right over, like on the side. Wham! And there was cars and shit on the side of it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, bruh, that would be fucked up to just be sitting there and all of a sudden this fucking truck. Or I've seen another accident situation where somebody was on an overpass and there was a crash above and the fucking car flipped and fell down. It's just like, bro, that's just wrong place, wrong time type shit. Those are always scary because they could be any fucking body. What up, D Blake in the building?
Blake, countdown has begun.
It has, D Blake. The countdown has begun. Can't wait. That's probably gonna be a real epic trip there coming up, guys. We need a commercial. Because apparently, oh shit! Because apparently, you know what I mean. I don't know. Kind of already covered the space, but it's a lot going on, and if y'all didn't already know, there might have been some updates to the other famous Thailand trip. But until further notice, this one still might be on.
Come on, y'all! Ben Vlogs Entertainment presents.
Not showing.
Why is that showing?
Travel Space presents.
Hold on. Yo, why is it still okay? Now it's like a lag. That's what it was.
Come on, y'all! Ben Vlogs Entertainment presents. Let's go! Travel Space presents the Thailand Takeover IRL movie, starring watching your favorite YouTube entertainers. Ben Vlogs.
Ben Vlogs.
Keys. J Rello. Fab. Homie Hub. Fonte Vlogs. Coming to a show near you, September 2025. You don't want to miss this Highland IRL movie. It's gonna be lit.
Bro, I'm biting that. So
hey yo.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a version of that.
Speaking of hey yo, Adrian, you heard they're making a Rocky movie, a Sylvester Stallone movie on how he made Rocky.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
But I seen History Channel or somebody had some shit like that already though.
Yeah, but this is Hollywood making it.
Oh, so it'll be like a movie
Exactly.
about a movie type shit.
It'll be a movie. It'll be like a docu-series on
okay, all right.
like a docu-movie type shit on Sylvester Stallone. Kind of how like if you remember the movie Gridiron with The Rock and old boy that did Pimp My Ride.
Oh, okay, with Exhibit.
Yeah, that was like a docu movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I always think like you see movies like Boogie Nights, where it's a movie about people making movies, right?
Yeah.
So think about that, like from a director standpoint, right? So you're going action, and you got the scene, and then in action, like you're recording some people that are filming a movie. So you got two levels of fucking movies going on, right? The fake movie that y'all recording, that you're playing. But I was thinking as far as a brain fuck. What if you was making a movie about people making a movie about making a movie?
About the background, behind the scenes.
Like a double, you know what I'm saying? So like, so
Yeah.
just imagine it would be like the making of.
Yeah, because if let's say that PA was just nothing but a coffee guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there could be a movie. Definitely. But so Sylvester Stallone, his story, it will make a good movie because if you know his background, he was sleeping in bus stations and shit, and they wanted to buy the script off him. He was like, "Fuck you." Like, I'm going to play in this movie, you know.
Yeah, I wrote it for me.
Yeah, I wrote it for me. Like, because they were offering to buy it.
I don't know what was that on. I seen
No, they had a little documentary.
Yeah, 'cause it was like I learned a lot of shit I didn't realize about him. I'm like, damn, that made me like him even more. Like, yo, wait, you did all that shit, and you had $1 in a dream type shit. Like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna play in this.
Mm-hmm. But now it's like,
then how
again, it's the Hollywood touch. It's like how they gonna do with Hulk Hogan with his movie when it comes out.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Legacy of Hulk is kind of fucked.
I don't know. You heard the Uso brother guy came out. He was like, I wasn't going to that fake fucking memorial. Hulk Hogan never supported the Usos. He's like fuck him. I was like, damn. Hey, they ain't like Hulk Hogan, man. The truth is coming out.
Yeah,
a Hulkster, a fraudster. He was a fraud.
Yeah, that part. Somebody, I got into an argument with one of my dudes. I don't say it's my dude, one of my acquaintances about the Hogan was a racist, and how would you ever because I posted like a picture of Hulk when he died. Well, I didn't really have a problem with you know what I mean? It was more of the
you didn't have a problem with him being a racist.
No, I didn't really have a problem with it because Hulk Hogan, the character, wasn't the racist. It was the man playing the character. I was making tribute to Hulk Hogan, the Hulkster. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but then you realize he was never.
I realized that was even fake. I can get past like the you know what I mean. But I was like, yo, you was a remix of somebody else. You took their whole style.
Their whole style, dog. Ran with it.
But like,
that's crazy, bro.
Did the other dude call himself Hulk as well, or no?
I don't know, but he used to say brother and all of that.
Yeah, like that. I was like, damn, bro, you stole somebody's persona. That's crazy.
His whole style.
Yeah, but hey, that's what happens, bro. If you just do it better, people don't You know, they didn't know that fucking the internet was coming one day and YouTube was coming one day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was a wrap for that. So yeah, that's when I had a problem with it. I still, you know, Hulk Hogan's still the guy, but it just don't hit the same when you hear the Hulk Hogan. I remember like playing on like Super Nintendo or Nintendo, regular Nintendo, when they had the fucking WWF Royal Rumble shit, and then like when on the intro and all that, like when you go to pick your wrestler, like when you select this character select screen, like when you pick, they play their fucking theme song. I just remember like putting it on the Hulk Hogan shit and just letting it play. You know, you know what I mean? That shit was lit. I used to like Hulk Hogan, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They lied, bro.
They lied. Our childhood was a fucking lie.
Man. He took our innocence, gave us a false idol.
Yes, false idol. Look. Yeah, he took Billy.
Look, he said I was a Hulkamaniac.
Hulkamaniac.
He denounced him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He denounced him on the live. I was a Hulkamaniac, Ken says.
Damn. That's fucked up, bro.
Nigga took the ear, stealing of the crowd. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Damn, he took
all
come on, man. Come on, Hulk. What you doing? Come on. Like, see, that's why Hulk Hogan, man. I don't know. They gonna let him simmer for a little bit, but they are gonna do that movie. They are gonna do that movie.
They're gonna have the ill Netflix about him coming out. Back Netflix. It's gonna grab. Hey, I just watched the crazy Netflix shit. If y'all want to watch some weird shit, it was from happened in Michigan too. That's why it had me kind of like, really? You know how you watch something and you be like, oh damn, what the hell? What the hell? But it was a catfish story about a small ass town in Michigan up north, and a girl and her boyfriend, even those little middle school sweethearts, actually, you know, small town shit. But all of a sudden, when they was in high school, she started getting these fucking crazy ass texts from this weird ass source. Was trolling her, have her want to kill herself, all that kind of weird shit. Fucked her whole life up. And then, y'all probably won't watch this, so I'm just gonna spoil it for y'all.
No, I saw that shit. Yeah.
It was her motherfucking mama.
It was like somebody
damn, bitch, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, what they call that syndrome? They said it in the
Munchausen syndrome or whatever.
Yeah,
I would receive Munchausen because you're like, you know.
Because they said usually they make their kids sick by giving them meds they're not supposed to be fucking taking and shit. You know what I'm saying?
So the version of that, poison in their mind in this scenario to try to keep
when the cop was like, yeah, it was your mom. Like, you saw her grab her daughter, like, and she acted like everything. That bitch is psycho, bro.
And then even the way they edited it too, like at the very end of the whole shit, she was like, yeah, some people say that, but it's just my mom or some shit. I was like, yeah,
she was already fucked up. She's fucked up.
Yeah,
she's controlled by her mom. Her mom already got her like what was that movie? Get Out, when they do the little teeth.
I felt bad for the pops, man. Like, I felt really bad because he was genuinely fucked up, and the bitch hadn't been working in the fucking they had a nice crib, they had a damn camper, and they lived by a lake. I said, yeah. And she must have been working online and all that shit for like 2 years, living this fucking lie. I'm like, bro, they is so far in debt. I hope Netflix get ass.
Think about it. Isn't that his fault too? Instead of being on double checking shit.
I don't know, man. If you with somebody and they holding shit down, you don't have a reason to go.
Listen.
People get duped, bro. I'm telling you, like some shit like that.
He had a whole life with this woman, not knowing what she was doing before that. You understand what I'm saying?
Probably had her shit together before it wasn't, because they were showing like, she was a coach for the team, for the basketball.
Yeah, but she was probably doing that shit to other kids.
Like all that, bro. Like,
you understand? Like, nobody knows that shit became a big deal because it was her daughter, and I showed that shit to my kids, because I like to put them on the high school craziness. You know what I'm saying? And my biggest thing, I was telling them, I was like, I said, because my son goes, why did she tell her to kill her, to kill her own self? And I was like, in reality, the way the mom looks, her sick self, she probably wanted the sympathy from everybody because it gives her the attention.
Yeah, if she would have killed herself type shit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That lady looked weird too. I was just
Yeah, y'all need to go check that out, though. That's a good Netflix.
Well, it's still worth watching because
it's definitely crazy. Like the way you find out.
It's like an hour and a half, so it's a decent little watch. And actually, people don't realize on Netflix you can turn shit up to like 1.5 speed too. I don't know if y'all know that you can speed up Netflix like you can speed up.
I can't watch a movie like that.
I mean, at 1.25, 1.3, you really can't hear the difference. It don't sound like because I even tried that with a lot of shit I watch.
It does.
No, it don't. 1.25 doesn't change the pitch.
If you know why it does, because if you already know the actor and their tone is way off, bro.
Yeah,
you know,
you don't know the actor and the tone in the documentary, and some people just
no, you're right. In the documentary, you don't. But I'm just saying, like, I can't watch a movie in 1.5 or 2. I can't. You know what I mean?
1.5 is almost like it changes the pitch, but 1.25, I do that so much on YouTube. I'm like, damn, I don't even know the difference. You know, it just sounds like they just talk a little faster instead of their voice changing and shit. 1.3 you can even still get away with where it doesn't.
You be watching that shit at 1.5 because you be on Adderall, nigga.
Nah, if I had it, I'd turn it to 2 if I was on Adderall. But I'm a 1.3. I played with the different speeds just to listen because you can't tell. For 1.25, you really can't tell the difference in the vocal tone for sure. Let me see here. But I don't, like you said, on movie or blockbuster shit. Like no, probably not. But like anything that's like reality based. You can speed it up. It don't really bother me, at least. Not noticeable enough. Let me see here. What else we got here? Clip number. Let's go to clip number 9. Prop 36 crimes to get funding.
Oh yeah, it's like all of a sudden, like it's just the timing and deadline of certain props. If y'all follow certain things, and there's just a lot of jewelry heists going on and all these store owners getting together because they want this funding that's basically going to help them, with their shit. But y'all notice a lot of jewelry heist stores getting fucked down. You know what I mean?
So this is like a new.
I feel like it's like part of this plan because like you can even see like the whole beginning of the story is about the jewelry heist, and then it just turns into a political thing. Like that shit just sounds too fishy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's see here.
Are pleading for these crimes to stop. A disturbing and brazen smash and grab jewelry heist caught on camera in the South Bay.
This is video of the violent robbery that sent the store's 88-year-old owner to the hospital after more than a dozen masked thieves descended on the store Friday. NBC Bay Area's Marian Favre spoke with the owner's family as well as community leaders who are demanding change.
Tonight, the store owner is out of the hospital, but his family says he was so traumatized by the robbery, he may never return. You can see here that his store is boarded up. This is where a vehicle backed into the front door and then thieves ran in. It happened in seconds. This surveillance video captures what appears to be a well-choreographed attack as a car backs into Kim Hung Jewelry Friday afternoon and more than 15 people jump out of 3 vehicles. This is what it looked like inside the store as thieves wearing hoodies, masks, and caps smash glass cases and snatch jewelry. At one point, a suspect pushes down the 88-year-old store owner and he cuts his feet on broken glass. His niece found him outside the store minutes later.
Oh my God, it's all blood. It's all blood.
She says her uncle was taken to the hospital where doctors also confirmed he had a stroke. He was released from the hospital today, but his niece says after 4 decades in the jewelry business, the owner is so traumatized he may never return to his business.
Don't think he's coming back. Absolutely no.
His son was also inside during the robbery and was not hurt.
This has become a regular occurrence.
Today, the family and community leaders are demanding change to crack down on smash and grabs.
This is very scary for every small business that owns a shop And for a lot of them, this is their livelihood.
It's becoming a huge problem. It's a crime wave that's happening everywhere. We need to get that Prop 36 funding that the governor was supposed to do, and we need to have it quick.
Voters overwhelmingly approved Prop 36 in 2024. It allows felony charges and increased sentences for certain drug and theft crimes. The law went into effect in December of last year, but these community leaders say the governor needs to adequately fund the new efforts to better protect small businesses from thieves. Damage to the store alone is estimated to be as much as $100,000. On Tuesday, the San Jose police chief and Vietnamese business owners plan to come together to talk about ways to prevent smash.
He can't go back to work no more, huh? An easy $100,000, huh?
No, I think that look like.
Yeah. Little inside job, take care of some property. He can't go back to work no more. Pay him off, shut the shop down, get the insurance.
Attack.
You know, you heard what old boy from Israel said, right? I heard he was on NBC, said some shit. If America don't jump in the fucking war, there could be attack. It could be an attack on New York or some shit. You heard that shit?
No, I didn't hear that, but they are.
Yeah, bro. Old boy from Israel said that shit.
What's my Bibi Netanyahu?
I think he was on. Look it up. He was on NBC or something. He said, "If America join a fight, that it could be an attack, a terrorist attack or some shit on New York." So like, how the fuck you know that, nigga? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy. You saying some shit like that just because we don't want to join your war.
Let me see if I can. Bibi Warren's. That's last year. That's a year ago, 2 months ago. I'll keep looking. But yeah.
The 100K, 20 dudes, 2 watches, easy. Yeah, I mean, you know he wasn't making no money, man.
What up, Bipolar?
Bipolar.
All the way from the West Coast. The West Coast in the house.
The West is up.
All right, let me see here. The modern day women's mindset. There you go. That's when I get you fired up. I already.
This is why I'm happy I'm not a youngin' anymore.
But you an olding now?
This is for them old suckers. This is for old suckers too. You know what I'm saying? Straight drop. What up?
What up, Straight Drop? They changed the layouts on StreamYard again. They used to have it set up so I could have different. Anyway.
I want you for the money and the coat and for the bills. That's it. If you ain't getting my hair done, if you ain't getting my nails done, if you ain't doing nothing for me, then I don't need you here. It's not 50-50. It's not 80-20. It's 100% to 0.
What do you think about that?
First thing I'm about to post this on my WhatsApp. Somebody need to see this shit.
That's what these guys are getting into right there. So now to defend the simps, because sometimes I go too crazy on the simps. Is it okay for them to be simps after getting this type of treatment?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because the chicas is gonna take their money and they're gonna act like they love them and all that, but they're not talking to them like this though. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Let's play that one more time for everybody who thinks they doing something because they got a little money in their
I
pocket.
only want you for the money and the coat and for the bills. That's it.
And the
If
belt.
you ain't getting my hair done, if you ain't getting my nails done, if you ain't doing nothing for me, then I don't need you here. It's not 50-50. It's not 80-20. It's 100% to 0.
Damn. He says it's
It's not 80-20. It's not 50-50.
That's a skit. Smoke. That seemed kind of. She seemed kind of like.
That ain't no skit.
I mean, maybe if you know it's a skit, but that one don't sound skittish to me. It sounds like she venting.
Listen,
You might not be sitting there. It might not be a dude
It might
next
be
to
a
her.
skit, but it's a replica of real fucking life. Put it that
Yeah,
way.
they do think like that, but she don't necessarily got to be sitting there talking to a guy next to her. She could just be like, she could be venting to her girl. Like, I told this nigga, clip in, it's not this, it's not that, or what I mean, she could be expressing her mindset, or she could be literally talking to the guy that's recording.
I only want you for the money and the coke and for the bills. That's
the money and the coke?
If you ain't getting my hair done, if you ain't getting my nails done, if you ain't doing nothing for me, then I don't need you here. It's not 50-50.
She could have been like, I tell these niggas like this. Enter this clip,
80-20 is 100% to 0.
That, or she could be like, you need to tell these niggas this. Girl, what you need to say is this.
What you do a girl say that shit to you, man?
Bruh.
Now, mind you, the whole time you thought you was being a man, taking care of business, helping out with the bills, sucker shit.
Me? If she played me like that, it could be one or two responses. You could do the obvious, fuck you then, bitch, get out, blah, blah, blah. Or you could be like, all right, cool. You could just be like, I got you. And just like, oh yeah, I'm about to set your ass up real nice. And how you thinking, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to have you out there. I'm about to put you on a limb. Even if I got to butter you up a little, hey, meet me here, whatever, some shit that you were doing. She'd be like, where? You know what I mean? Be like, nope, psych, hit her with the ultimate. Gotcha, bitch. You know what I mean? Leave her ass stranded somewhere type shit. Go somewhere way far away. Be like, all right, be all right back. And then just bounce. Like, go about to check into the hotel somewhere. Yeah, I'm about to take you on this nice ass shit. Get you or take you somewhere remote. And then be like checking into the fucking spot we about to be at. And be like, oh, I got to go out to the car real quick. Just leave your ass. Make sure she ain't got her phone. None of her purses, so just set you up real bad. Or at a rest area somewhere, you about to go in there and take a piss or some shit. Just leave your ass at the rest area with the phone in the car. Something like that. That'd be my revenge. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm gonna get you back. I'm about to take you somewhere and have your ass stranded with no phone, far away from home, with no purse, no nothing, bitch. Get home.
So she said, why she with you for the coke and the money?
Where what do you say? A few versions of the same chick, same dude. Yeah. However, yeah, that's how these. Yeah, I know a whole lot of them that have that style mentality, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
Listen, they be out there, bro. They be like, listen, I heard of women talking about send me a cash app to get my number.
Yeah.
I heard of shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
I heard that before too.
And these corny niggas be like, yeah, I'll send it. Like, I got it. It's all like I'm broke. Nigga, you know how much that pussy gonna cost you, brother.
Yeah.
Go to death row.
Speaking of that, how much did that? How much will a piece of Mars cost you, though?
Yeah, that's hilarious right here.
So how much does a piece of Mars cost? How much?
This is funny.
And who would have the rights to sell fucking land on Mars?
The shit is, they said that this shit, for all you art collectors, antique enthusiasts, for those who believe what they're told, what they're buying is true, we got something for sale for y'all.
54-pound piece of Mars just sold at auction for $5.3 million. It's the largest piece of the red planet ever found on Earth. A meteorite hunter found the rock in a desert in Africa in 2023 after it was blown off of Mars by a massive asteroid strike.
But did they say it's a scam though? It really could be a Mars rock though.
Hey, listen, Mars got hit with an asteroid, and we tracked that little piece all the way to Africa. Come on, bro. Come on.
But they could find this rock and be like, "This is a meteorite." By
Listen,
certain
that's
whatever,
a fucking
right?
regular rock, and people think it's from Mars because they put some NASA papers on that bitch.
You think somebody spent $6 million or $5 million and they sold it there, and somebody that's from with a geological background didn't do some research into that?
Yeah, I mean the elements, of course, it's something that's rare, that's not found.
But they
Earth.
they definitely can determine if this is a meteorite based on a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. What's the difference between an asteroid, meteorite, and a planet? Because they're saying this is part of Mars.
Yeah, because they put that. Okay, so I'm
think
saying
about that shit. This is a whole part of that planet, not the fucking
how do you know it's a
asteroid.
meteorite? Because it has a certain, its composition is made of this much.
Yeah, they said an asteroid hit Mars.
So then they're like, actually, not only is this a meteorite, you know what I'm saying? It is showing characteristics that it has the same shit based on XYZ samples. It looks like it's got the rare minerals that are from Mars. You know what I mean? That's how they came up with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's like if you're spending $5 million, that even for it to make to the auction, they would have to do certain things to do some research on it. Because if you out there, like, if you sold for $5 million, your whole crowd in the auction is all kind of millionaires and people in that field. So they ain't gonna just be straight up like, this is 2025. You know what I mean? They can break out the microscope and be like, no, this is
they paid the right people to certify that rock.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume that the credible auction that they would already
$5 million. Easy $5 million for a rock. They smoking crack. Maybe that's the biggest piece of crack. We don't even know it. Out of space crack right there.
I had a story idea that was kind of about this. So maybe it'll come out because I probably won't ever make the story. And if y'all did, it was documented here. I always thought about somebody finds a meteorite or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Small piece, large one, small piece. They bring it home. It could be some kids or whatever, but it'd be like a kid setting up like his aquarium or some shit, or in his, or he ends up finding a piece of a meteor and shit. Oh, it was cool, and it's small. It might be the size of like a golf ball, baseball, and they put it in some kind of, if it's like in his fish tank, or they put it in your like terrarium where your frogs or some shit, turtles are or some shit, and that shit mixes and that releases whatever the fuck is in that damn rock, and then you know what I mean. It becomes, that's how the alien invasion happens, because it was like it needed to be introduced into water. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it was so space. Because like it's all types of shit. I was watching. Fun fact, folks, like shit that can exist in deep space, like life forms, and they was saying a lot of like bacteria. They found bacteria from Earth that has like come with the shuttle, like they got it from like the cracks in the windshield, and they found out, there was like living bacteria in there.
Well, listen, everything is rare. I believe you, because look, go to clip 12, because I ain't never seen no shit like this. So now we got pieces of Mars for sale for $5 million. How much would you pay for this shark? We got a shark for sale too, guys. Check this out. We got $5 million for a piece of rock that they said was from Mars.
How much for this shark?
How much for this shark? How much you pay for the shark?
All right, now I want to do that. Let's see. So I'm going to test something real quick. So I'm going to jump from clip to clip.
Of his life when he reeled in.
It like defaults to the wrong setting. I want it to be like this. Bear with me, tech testing. All right, this shark.
A fisherman got the shock of his life when he reeled in an orange shark. Look at this, off the coast of Costa Rica. This isn't Photoshop, this isn't AI, this is legit. The 2-metre nurse shark has a condition called xanthism, which causes its skin to turn yellow or gold. Would you call that gold? It's the first time the condition has been documented in a shark. A fisherman got...
What up, Vic?
Willie
Willie Earl in the building. Salute Willie Earl, top of the morning to you. No, it got a rare. You know what happened to that? No, there was like there was a Chinese experimental vessel, nuclear something research, and then they had like a fucking leakage of whatever the hell they was working on in the waters off the coast or whatever, and some sharks and shit got over there and they got mutated, and we got the mutated sharks. Boom, Netflix.
I get that. I want my orange shark next to my piece of rock Mars.
Yeah, in the tank. I put my Mars rock in my big ass fish tank with the shark.
My shark tank. My orange shark tank.
Facts. Tiger shark. Real. Tiger shark type shit.
Got 2 things for sale, guys. 2 rarities today. Up front, first, and see what we got. We got you a fucking $5 million rock that they said is from Mars. Okay, it came all the way from Mars.
Hey, every meteor came from somewhere, bro. Far away, further than Mars, actually. You know what I mean? Most meteorites and shit come from who knows where.
Oh man, listen. Salute to the people that buy things like that.
Yeah, salute to that. Salute to having that much money. Okay, boom. 5
million. Oh, you know that's going on the black market. They're gonna take that. They're gonna cut half of that shit is gone. Once that 5 million, you said they're gonna start doing experiments on that shit. There's literally think about it. It's literally another piece of another planet.
Yeah, I mean, because I can see, like, for real.
It's not a meteor. It's not a meteor. It's not an asteroid. They said
had all
this
types
is
of missions
Mars.
to Mars. We've had, you know what I mean, a couple of the rovers, so they are familiar with shit that's from Mars. So boom, they already look at boom, it's a meteorite. We already know it's a meteorite. Quick, boom, we can look at that probably from like sight. Damn, that's a meteorite. Test it. Damn, this shit's got the same makeup as shit that we done found on Mars. How the fuck did it get here? You know what I mean? Call Neil Tyson. Well, probably that was.
They made up the asteroid story. Said Mars got hit with an asteroid.
Same shit. We are in that belt where that happens. I mean, that's how Earth, right? You know, you crash into some shit and made water, and that's how water got there. Type, you know. I don't know. You never know.
Let
me see here. I had a clip that I was.
What up, Vic? What's going on?
That I had in the cut.
Hit him with the halftime.
Oh, it is halftime. I kind of came fast. Let's see here.
Shout out Huncho 3 times. Bitch, I'm riding with the gang. I be riding with them AKs. Side buzzing, boy, they hop out, bustin' rain. All my niggas pull up on this block and let it rain. All my niggas really ready to bust in your brain. Yeah. Bitch, you know we thuggin'. Yeah. To have a boss like this, you gotta be from the fucking streets. Yeah. How you think I made a name in the fucking streets? My little brother here, L3. Pick it up, yeah. I pick it up once and I pick it up twice. I don't wanna save that, I don't wanna fight. I just wanna pick it up. Oh wait, no you. Pick it up. Pick it up, got my double cup and I'm about to tell you when it and about to swing a blunt. And I'm gonna sit on and never gonna call her harder and I'll call you over your home. Call up my phone, yeah. I'll put that your dick in your grandma, ooh. Ooh, then I'm gonna bitch and I hit a lamp, but it never dang go, ooh. Ooh, then I'm the girl and she thinking the world. And I pull up on girl and I pull up on girl and I holler like R and I holler like R and I never get hard and I never get hard and I never get bored. Pick it up. I shoot my phone and I tell her pick it up. Pick it up.
Oh, when I pick it up. Something else I heard him say. He said he never gets hard. All right, I think I heard that in there when he said that. Every time I hear that, I hear something different. Yeah, so shout out to
the Pick It Up boys.
To the Pick It Up crew. Meanwhile, you who have been around, let's see, I don't know where this was. This was sent in by a viewer. So we'll cover it. Let's see here. Why didn't it? Bear with me, folks. Did an update on StreamYard, which is now actually a little bit cooler, but the other day it wouldn't let me play none of my one videos, like my ones that I edit. And now it's just like hard to find where these. It's like a fire here. Local news in Puerto Plata. A fire burnt some shit down.
Estamos por aquí, un fuego aquí en la 30. Por la cañita, estamos por aquí. Manden los bomberos. Manden los bomberos. Para RN la noticia. Fuego por aquí. Parece como que el calor del sol se prendió eso.
I kind of know where that's at, to be honest. That's over in the little downtown area. And that was going to be my next thing. Like, if your shit's in the DR and catches a blaze, I mean, most of the shit's made out of concrete, so your whole structure won't go. Your roof will probably collapse because, like, the wood that's there, and since the concrete is all, like, everything, all your exterior walls, like, if fires there create, like, it's like a little oven. So them roofs, that shit burns anything wood. It just fucking flames up super fast. And therefore, in the response time of the fire department and the availability and the way those streets are so fucking little equals your shit's probably gonna burn the fuck up. That's what I've concluded.
So you're saying we need more fire departments out there?
No, y'all need like mega overhaul. You need like fire hydrants and all kinds of shit. I don't know if I've ever seen a fire hydrant over there. Real talk. You know what I mean? So they need to have some shit where, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. I've thought about that too, because like, random. I remember I was walking on the Malecon and there's a fire department right there. And then I was just thinking like, I wonder and I've seen some fires over there, but the fire department is always like, they never like stop the fire. It's more so contained it after it was shit. It totally burnt. I mean, they put it out, but it didn't like prevent the whole structure from being over with. And I was just thinking like all those things I previously mentioned, like how the fuck can they even get through this traffic? You know what I'm saying? Like if your shit was on fire and you're on them little ass streets that you barely can drive down with 2 cars anyway, how is a fucking fire engine? This is little shit that you take for granted living over here. Infrastructure like the size of the roads and different things that are made to, you know, ambulance, fire truck, all kind of random shit, let alone all the plumbing and like, it's a wrap. So when I seen that, I'm like, I kind of knew the area. That's like over near the city, like I would say the colonial zone of Puerto Plata, historical area. But your shit's burned the fuck up. So shout out to, actually Sims sent me that. Man, that was kind of crazy. But moving right along. Where is, there we go, my clips. Can't show that one, sure. Can't show that one either. Where I put the clip? Man, I had a handful of clips. I don't know. We'll go back to the main ones. Moving right along. Clip number. Clip 10. Emma Stone believes in aliens.
Officially comes out. Alien people.
Who is Emma Stone? I can't even remember.
Isn't that the girl from Hunger Games?
Yeah. What is she playing? I guess no, she's an actress. I'm trying to think what.
She's the main one.
Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's hear it. Take on.
That we are alone in this vast expanse of the universe. The idea that we are alone in this vast expanse of the universe. Truly, not that we're being watched, but that we're alone out here is a pretty narcissistic thing to think. So yes, I'm coming out with it. I believe in aliens. Thank you. The idea
that comedy, Give Me an A or whatever the fuck that comedy shit was. Where the girl was just, they put an A on her, like the Scarlet Letter.
Yeah, I never peeped it. But
Well, yeah, you see how she said it's not like they're looking at us, but they are aliens. You peeped that?
I mean,
She said that?
I've always thought that. Like when I was a kid, man, from the time it was like, yo, every star is a sun. It was over with at that point. I was like, mine was blown. Like, okay, like that alone, just operating on that assumption, if that is correct, then we are not alone in this one. There's too many options out there, bruh. Like every star is a sun. And I mean, planets got to be around it, but it's fucking a gazillion stars, so there's too many options. Aliens in Miami, that was when they had that little they don't talk about that anymore. The glitch, the portal glitch happened.
They took everybody's video from that shit.
Yeah, they hit the Men in Black crew hit there, like, bro, hit everybody's whole shit. Men in Black stick the whole audio visual equipment of everybody in there. How do we do that? Clearance. Zap? Because they didn't come take everybody's phones, right?
Apparently, because nobody had footage of that shit.
No, I think they just wiped it. The shit just disappeared out their phone type shit. I don't think that they came and was like, let me get your phone. I think they was like, yo, any shit I recorded, I ain't even there no more. I think it was on that level.
Taking people's phones away.
Mm-hmm.
And then zapping them, making them think they lost their phones.
No, I mean, it'd be easy to, like, it would be real easy to do all, like, to get in there and wipe their shit clean out their phone. Boom. You go in there, ping everybody's shit who was in that whole little vicinity, boom. So we identified all the devices that were in that could have been there and then hack their shit. Pegasus, reverse hack their shit, go in there and delete all pictures that were taken from this time to this time. Delete anything that was from this time to this time. Done. Easy. Digital.
Yeah.
Easy as fuck. AI. Get in there and get that shit. Supercomputers. Go for that shit. Easily done. Matter of fact, replace it with something else.
That's what I'm
Think
saying.
about that. Replace it. Hey, recreate this video, but change this, and that.
Wipe out these images.
Bruh, they could do that nowadays. Hack this phone, rip the video from your phone, recreate whatever they want to change, and then put it back in your phone. File copy. Done. I've always thought that when we are at the age of live Photoshop video type shit, they've been practicing on us the whole time with these fucking face filters that come in your phone defaulted in your software. Turn on the whatever, you can adjust the whatever, make it cheekbone, make it space slimmer in the phone, as you not like hit the picture then add a filter. No, live. So even if fucking when you're looking at the phone as a mirror, you're not really seeing a true representation of yourself, just a version. That's crazy. Anytime you're looking at anything digital, not film, like developed film, you're not really looking at what was really there. You're looking at a digital recreation.
Yeah, that's why they say your only true reflection comes from water.
That, yeah, true.
That's the truest
Calm
mirror.
water. Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, because you say with glass and shit, like mirrors could be like can alter shit and bend shit. But the
Like
default
magic,
shit
like
would be a
magic on
puddle.
the mirrors.
A puddle, not even moving water.
Mercury.
Mercury. Yeah. I don't know, man.
That's what they'd be like. The waters look murky. Yeah.
Speaking scandal, conspiracy unveiled. Speaking of conspiracies and scandals unveiled, the Super Bowl ticket scandal. Let's talk about it.
That's crazy. I mean, we knew shit was happening, but this, I guess somebody decided to blow the whistle. They got tired of holding taking a fall and not getting a cut.
I'm not
That's what
eating.
I think. That's what I think. Exactly.
Everybody
Somebody wasn't eating.
I'm not
Somebody
eating.
wasn't eating. Somebody said, nope, I ain't getting my cut. It blew up the spot. Now the news got it. Now we got it.
Put two portals together, it will create mirrors together, create a portal. Ooh, facts.
Now to the Super Bowl ticket scandal rocking the NFL, and Lara, sources are saying something like 100 players sold their tickets above the price.
Yeah, that's right, Rebecca. So this is one of the most highly sought after tickets every year. And according to league rules, every NFL player does have the option of buying 2 tickets to the Super Bowl. But this morning, some players are being accused of selling those tickets for a profit. And that is a major no-no. A memo obtained by ABC News that the league sent to all 32 teams details these allegations. It said more than 100 players and 24 team officials sold their tickets for more than face value to Super Bowl 59. Of course, that was between the Eagles and the Chiefs. Sources say those players can either accept a fine of 1.5 times the face value of each ticket or face possible suspension. Some players have already taken the fine to avoid losing playing time. Team officials will also be fined twice face value, according to sources. The memo did not name players or teams. No surprise, big money in selling Super Bowl tickets on the secondary market. ESPN reports in the days leading up to the game in February, the cheapest seats were $2,500 to $3,500, while some were going for more than $10,000. The face value of tickets starts at $950 and went up to about $7,500. To be clear, the NFL rule is that players are allowed to sell their tickets, but just for face value, not for
Just
more.
for
And that's
face
where the problem
value.
lies, guys.
They over there selling it for a couple stacks.
Yeah, okay, now one, it's some players that don't get a whole lot of time because ain't no big contract people doing that shit. Maybe, but I doubt it. You know what I mean?
Listen,
Now,
they said every NFL player is
Yes.
allowed 2 tickets to
two,
buy
right?
2 tickets.
Yeah, so this
Exactly.
is probably a lot of people actually that didn't go to the NFL. You know, it ain't nobody that's playing in the game, that's playing the Super Bowl. I doubt any of them players. So it's 200 players. So it's like, but
that's what I'm saying. I could
are
be
they
in
telling them their
business
name?
with
How
the
y'all
rest
get
of
caught?
everybody's shit.
Like, bro, if I'm scalping some tickets, like, you know, and let's say you gonna get for your tickets, let's say they was worth $10,000. That's what you sold them for, right? Okay, bruh, why don't you give them, like, they weren't gonna be sold in my name. My cousin or somebody might have sold them shits, but I gave them to him. You know what I mean? I didn't sell them. My name not gonna be attached to them shit.
Yeah, but they know where they like. Just think about this, right? You get 2 tickets. Those 2 tickets could be anywhere in the skybox, in the bleachers. It could be, you know what I mean, on the 50-yard line. So it
It's
is
probably the
whatever.
same section, but
No, I think it's a lucrative business. If you got 200 players and 100 of them could get fucking seats, now you got 200 tickets off the motherfucking. You know
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying?
is,
That's
if they
big
work,
business.
if you as a player made 10,000 on that shit, right? Let's just say that's crazy price. And you probably made less than that. You a player that don't get much. Like I said, was it worth was that worth getting fucking caught up?
For them, it is.
Like, yeah, you gotta donate them shits to somebody who sold them shits. You know what I mean? Or you sold them to somebody else. You gave them to somebody who sold them. Like your name is so easy to
Just think about it.
away from
They
that.
they use your tickets to buy two tickets to the suite. Then how much you think it's a ticket inside the suite cost?
What I'm saying,
That shit's about 10 grand for the Super Bowl.
he said, roll
alone.
for years. They sell the elite clientele and let
So
them
then,
leave the store.
and then they oversell Then they oversell the elite tickets for 30,000-40,000. You understand? That's where you make the bread. They're not buying bullshit tickets. They don't give a fuck about a couple $100. They want a couple $1,000.
Yeah, fuck all that. If I got I'm not doing shit to jeopardize my fucking contract. It definitely wasn't worth. Because the league minimum is still up there. So it's like, bruh, get them shits to your cousin or somebody. Don't have your name associated. Because they already said you can sell them. You just can't make a profit. So sell them to somebody who resold them, dummy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Like, that was easy to do.
If they get caught reselling them, that it's still
That's
traceable
only
to you.
They just said NFL players are entitled to sell their tickets. So I could have sold them. So what y'all do is you get somebody that's like removed enough legally, and they got a fucking site. So y'all got a website that only these tickets go on. Right? You sold them to the site. You could sell your shit. Okay, they was worth $900. I sold it for $900, not $901. Matter of fact, I fucking made it a write-off. I sold the shit for less than face value for some reasons. Now I'm exempt from XYZ or some dumb shit, right? It's probably, I'm making this shit up, but you know what I mean? Like, I did it legally enough where you said I could sell them. I didn't make a profit. Matter of fact, I took a loss. Now, the people I sold them to, they do whatever they want to them. It's no law saying they can't be tickets. There's a whole fucking NFL shop type shit where they resell tickets that people have seasons, you know what I mean? It's a thing. So long as I didn't turn the profit and my cousin did or my wife's brother did, that's different. If the player manages money like Future, I understand. Yeah. I don't know. But don't get caught up in dumb shit. And it's too easy to avoid it. Let's see here. So we did that. We rolling through these clips.
Love of money. You gotta get that money, man.
Gotta get that money.
We're finding the hustles for everybody. You want to be a door-to-door salesman? You want to be in construction? Or would you like to be in the ticket distributing business? We got all the jobs today, man. We help people out, man.
I got 20 jobs, man. 20 jobs.
Let's see.
Yeah. Let me see here. We got a couple left. On a darker note, where's this one at? Yeah, it says horrible car accident. Is it graphic or just bad? Looks like Lotto. All that stuff. Bam. All right, here we go.
It literally flew so fast that my whole car shook, and I'm driving an Altima. It's ridiculous.
The Honda Civic went airborne before it crashed into a building, and the car split in two pieces. You could see one half behind me over my left shoulder, and debris has just littered the road here. The investigation still continues this morning, as well as the cleanup. You could see the speeding car jump the curb and fly into a building. This happened around 1:45 this morning on Flatbush Avenue, and police say they believe the driver jumped into the car, which was left running and unattended at Regent Place in Flatbush Avenue. They say he then sped off and crashed further south on Flatbush Avenue. The car was mangled and split in half, like I just mentioned, one half upside down on the road. The driver was found lying in the roadway. He was rushed to the hospital, but unfortunately died. His name has not.
That's crazy.
Stole the car.
Yeah.
Stole the car. Like that.
Stole the car, ended up paying the price.
Crazy.
So, only person I feel bad for is the owner of the car and anybody's shit who got fucked up in the process. Because if you stole the car and then you crashed it and died, hey man.
Why was you going that fast though? That's how you couldn't even catch him on camera. You saw that shit? The first shot just showed this debris kicking back, and then the second one showed him like literally smashing into the wall and shit. That's crazy, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that's wild.
What people are doing these days, man.
That's some young person shit. Old folks don't keep taking them risks.
I mean, New Jersey Drive, when you originated stealing cars.
Yeah.
Joyriding and chop shop, you know.
Yeah. Way over here in Detroit, same shit.
Shit, speaking of that, you heard you know how you heard about those Porsches? They stealing the headlights off of them shits? And
yeah, they've been doing that for a little minute. Like that shit's worth mad money, just the headlights.
Yeah, but you know why though?
What?
You know why they so popular to steal? It ain't the resale value, because it's worth a couple $1,000s, but it ain't that because they sell them for dirt cheap. It's the fact that they use those lights to grow weed.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I do remember that. Yeah. I do. 'Cause I remember like a couple years ago, there was like that was in the news. It was a string. They said yeah, because like those fucking xenon bulbs and some shit was
Were better for the growth of the weed. Yeah.
Yeah, but you still think you could buy them fucking bulbs cheaper than stealing them out somebody's goddamn car?
Why? Stealing them is free.
Not really. You still gotta pay for them. Unless you was like stealing, you know, you were the like if I grow weed and I used to grow weed, right? I couldn't imagine me going and stealing being a car headlight thief. Just to, like I would just go to the growth spot and get the light.
Somebody have it for a cheaper price, but those are the best ones supposedly. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying unless you got dope fiends doing it and they just like the bulbs and they're easy to grab or however, because I just can't like I would go to the dispensary, right? Or we have a mad dispensaries here, but they also have like grow warehouses that sell supplies to the dispensaries, right? And I would just buy the lights from them. Maybe they would be a little bit more expensive than the bulbs but you have to go through to hook up you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But I do remember that being a thing when they was talking about that. And I also remember, speaking of some headlights and some car thefts, that one of the cars, I don't know if that was one of the Kias, that was a way that they could like break into the car too, was like the fucking take the headlight loose, and it was like some wires behind the headlight that if you plug something in, it would like allow you to unlock the doors or some dumb shit, like a flaw in the design. And they first found out because like at these crashes, like if they were front end crashes, like the doors would like, it would be some shit with the locks. And it was like, oh yeah, actually that's how you fucking bypass the blah, blah, blah. I don't know if it was a safety feature or some shit that will unlock the doors. But people start popping the lights out.
That's how they were stealing the Kia cars through fucking USB wires.
Yeah. So maybe it's the same shit. Yeah, you think about that. The dumbest shit I ever did was with my homeboy. His mom had a fucking Firebird or Trans Am. Yeah, it was a Firebird. No, it was a Pontiac Trans Am. It was a Trans Am. What to call this nigga? I don't know. But when we was going to school, like it was when we were seniors in high school, his mom's worked for GM. And so she used to get the dope ass cars, like, through with the discount and all that, but they could get like shit damn near a model year sooner. Cause they'd be on the list, but she had a fire ass Bonneville. So yeah, it was Pontiac. She had a Firebird. And yeah, but that shit had the heads up display, like, black on black, like some shit you don't catch at the dealership. You can get that shit like, a couple months before they even hit dealer options and shit.
That'd be some shit to do. Go back in time and like buy up all the Shelbys.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you say that too. But to finish the story out with the dumb shit I did, so his mom's like when she traded the Bonneville in, she got the Firebird, but when she used to let him drive his shit to school, and one day we was going 100 miles an hour. I was like thing like down our block, so you got like wasn't even that. Man, it was so stupid. We would have killed everybody in the way. But I was like, I bet you can't hit 100. We hit 100 driving down the fucking city street. And now you can't do that because they got speed bumps all over the place because of dumb shit we did as kids. Speaking of buying up all them cars you're talking about, I can't remember. I created a conspiracy homie at work because he was mad square and didn't do shit. Like I've worked with him in the same office for like, I don't know, it's like 8 years probably now. But before weed and shit was even legal. But he was mad square. He didn't smoke weed till he was like fucking 29 years old for the first time or some shit. Like once it was legal, never been like all kind of shit. But he used to be so fucking like naive to a lot of shit. But like we always like, I'm always sending him videos and shit. So over time he started getting high, but his mind is open to the crazy shit. So now he's like my conspiracy dude. So we'll always be sharing like little articles and different things. But one thing we was always talking about like electric cars and how one day they'll be able to fucking take us all out and track us if they wanted to, because they just shut everybody's cars down and blah, 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 blah. And he was talking about how you got to live out, because he's a country dude too, so he's always about living off the grid and shit. But he showed me this article where the government had bought up. They got like these warehouses full of old carbureted cars on some, remember in War of the Worlds, like when the EMP came and how it took out all the cars, but he had that old school shit. So his shit wasn't electric transmission and ignition. It was all carburetor and all that. So that's all that old car he had could run. But the same concept, like some shit that was EMP proof and electronic proof. So like the government has, like, I don't know what agency, but it's all through public knowledge and shit. I can't remember the article, but it was showing how they have these warehouses full of these fucking pristine old school cars that they bought, you know what I mean, from certain makes and models that they've been sitting on like in years.
If you think about it, anything in the
late
old days
or early 80s,
it survives a record player. An EMP won't hurt that. You understand what I'm saying?
Like that's what they were saying. It's like they like
everything
the whole
from
line
the 60s and 70s.
The article was like they're preparing for a future war, and if we were ever hit with an EMP, they gotta have retro tech just in case we had to start over, or just in case, you know what I mean? Like you think of all these scenarios, like we'll get hit with an EMP and everything that was fucking made from the year 90, whatever, don't even work no more. You gotta have
some shit like that with France. They just gave France a update. I don't know if you heard about that, to get ready for so-called a world event that we might need to free up 50,000 hospital beds. You heard about that shit? Mm-hmm.
The next super virus is on the way.
I don't even think that. It might be war.
That too.
Speaking of war,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we'll go with the clip number 4 there. To bring it on home on a happy note, right? You know how Harlem does it. The happy clips. All right, where are we at here? All right. Those of you who have been informed on the conflict, I won't even call it a war because two sides got to be fighting, in my opinion, to be called a war. So we'll call it the that was crazy. They just had like a hummingbird or some shit come by the window. That's wild. That's crazy. It's cold as shit out. Hey, what's the weather like in New York? It's chilly outside. Like fall's officially here, and there ain't no more warm days.
I mean, now it gets warm later. It starts off cold. We be in the 60s, and then it goes like ends up in the 70s. We haven't seen 90 in a while.
No, it's a wrap. We had touching 50s at night. So yeah. All right.
Israel, 5 people killed, at least 12 people shot after 2 gunmen opened fire at a bus depot in Jerusalem. The 2 suspected attackers were shot dead at the scene. No group has claimed the attack, but Israeli officials are calling this a terror attack. Look for updates throughout the morning. People killed.
Crazy. That's another thing too. Like, I don't know, like that's just gonna be going on for like ever over there. Like those type of shit, you know what I mean? The hatred and shit built up, and you could just be at like a regular, you're like watching a documentary about Israel, and then like, you know, if you watch like the footage, it's like, damn, this shit looks like regular, look like America. You know, it just looks, but then they show all the security measures and like all the like how dangerous it is. I'm like, bro, I couldn't imagine like living in fear like that. Like a reality would be like, yo, they fucking blow shit up over here all the time. Would you rather live in Southside Chicago or Tel Aviv?
None of them.
And he says,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, think
care
about
when
that.
they hit back, but not when they get hit. So was it a terror attack or was it an eye for an eye? Because some could easily say what's happening right now is, you know, they have other words that end in side for it. But is it revenge? I don't know. I think that shit's over there is crazy fucked up. I think it will never really end. I think you won't ever really have a 2-state solution because it'll just be fucking crazy. And you would have to have some type of biblical level or extraterrestrial or some type of event occur over there to make everybody just be like, okay, we ain't beefing no more. Because that beef over there is just wild and eternal. And that's all I can say about that. Jerry Jones in the building. Salute there. Jerry Jones.
What up, Jerry Jones? What's going on? Yeah, primary.
That's fair. Facts. Heck.
Warns America incoming attack. Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, it's
I don't know. They're trying to take
wild.
us out, man. They're trying to Pearl Harbor us one more time.
Something. I mean, and he, you know why people don't realize, you know, him spinning that, the headlines are running with that is really, I mean, I'm not saying it's not plausible, and maybe not. I'm not saying it's not credible, but it's just ironic that you're bringing that up in an interview right when we, you know, I mean, we're right this week, you know, is the week, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The memorial, you know, the anniversary is coming right up. So always on high alert around this time of the year, you know.
What a coincidence, you know?
Do you remember where you were?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a wild day. I remember I was with one of my exes, like I was asleep. She was like, "Wake up, look." I'm like, "What?" She was like, "Look." I'm trying to think. And I'm like, "Man, what the fuck?" Or did she call me? I can't remember if she was over. I know she woke me up either way. And I was like, and I turned the TV on, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I seen the second shit hit. Like, what? That's just crazy. And then I called my conspiracy uncle. Rest in peace, Uncle Jim. He was like, "It's happening. It's what we've been talking about all these years." And I was like, "You were right." He used to always be like, we're gonna get hit one day. We're gonna get hit one day. He used to always tell me that shit. We're gonna get hit. They're gonna hit us. I was like, word. He was like, "I told you." I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, that shit was crazy. So yeah, prepare this week. That'll hit us on. I mean, not hit us on. That'll be here on today's the 8th. Tuesday, Wednesday. It's Thursday, right?
Thursday. Oh man, my day off.
Yeah. Oh. That's crazy. That's crazy. But
they gonna give me a chance to escape. It'll be all right.
Boom. Jerry Jones. But yes, sir, Jerry. Now that is we'll end that on this note. Are you ready for, and we'll talk about it Friday again, of course, but Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Bud Crawford.
I'm going for Crawford, man. Crawford for the knockout, man.
For the knockout?
Put some extra bucks on that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say Crawford for the fucking win.
Now, if he goes full 12 rounds, they're not gonna give it to Crawford, bro.
If he whoops that ass, they will. Fuck that.
Yeah, but then I don't see that happening. That means you got to go for the knockout. If you whoop Canelo's ass for 12 rounds and you ain't knock him out, then that's a problem.
Then you're Bivol. Then you're Floyd. Seriously, he ain't. I don't think they knock him out because Canelo's never been knocked out.
That's what I'm saying.
And
how much is the bonus for the knockout?
I don't know. I don't think they ever had that like that in boxing. Unless
Dana White put up a purse for that. They got a separate purse for that.
Oh, he's involved with this fight, Dana White. I know he was.
Yeah, he's the new promoter. Him and the Prince.
The Turk.
They're using him.
I was gonna watch last night or this morning, but I was tired. I was gonna watch the Netflix. They got a little series. It looks good, but I was like watch that like the day of the fight. I'm, you know what I mean? We're gonna have a little fight party or whatever the hell. And
he's the WCW of boxing.
I did know that he actually. I didn't remember reading something that he was trying to get into boxing, and they were like, he's gonna ruin it, and they're like, no, actually gonna like make it more. He's like, his ideas as far as putting the best fighters against the best fighters, and like like in UFC, like there's no ducking no fights because that's just all determined by the numbers. Like, nah, bro, it's the best must collide type shit. So I did like Dana's perspective on that. I didn't know he added a knockout bonus, which I think is cool.
Yeah, it's gonna make him want to fight,
dude. Saul Canelo Crawford. Alvarez. Canelo Crawford. Canelo Alvarez has never been knocked out. When he got beat, it's because he moved up in weight, and Bivol was punishing that dude, but he couldn't knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Canelo's got a fucking iron fucking jaw. You know what I mean? His neck is, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't built to get knocked the fuck out. And he's been tested, like, by some of the best. I think Crawford's going to appoint him. I think, they say that, he's a bigger fighter than Crawford. When I see them standing next to each other, Crawford actually is taller than Canelo. You know what I'm saying? And Crawford said his walk-around weight was up to 180. You know what I'm saying? So I think all these things, like, Crawford did gain weight, like muscle mass for the fight. That only going to make him slower. I think he's still going to be faster than Canelo. I think Canelo's going to hit harder, but I think Crawford is crafty enough, and he can box with both his hands, that he'll be able to like outpoint Canelo for 8 of the 12 rounds, and it'll be like a split or majority decision.
Listen, if you can knock his ass out, you get 6 figures.
He gonna try, but Crawford also is smart enough to know I ain't about to go in here and have a slugfest with a fucking dude.
Listen, $1 million, I'm laying you out for $1 million, dog. That's an extra $1 million.
Yep. See, look, he said he walk around at 186, but they're fighting at 168.
Yeah, but you can be whatever you want as long as you make weight.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying he ain't gonna blow up from 86. Yeah, he can. He can, yes. But I doubt that he can. Right. I bet if he does like rehydrate and shit, because that it's also a lot of like he's gonna be at his he's not gonna be a whole lot heavier than he typically fights at.
He's moving up 2 weight classes.
That's 10 pounds. I don't think he's gonna walk in there fighting that. I don't think he's gonna weigh 180 on fight night. I think he's gonna be in the 70s. 170.
Typically fights at 147.
Yeah,
to add another. Yeah, that's a lot of weight, bro. That's 30-40 pounds. I'm trying to lose 30-40 pounds right now.
But his walking around weight, like he said, he's been up to 180. I do remember that interview. He was like, bro, I can gain that weight. I walk around at that weight. Let me see here.
And then Mike Tyson and Floyd just signed a boxing match for next year. they both need money, bro. You know that's a money fight. Come on, man.
Crazy.
Like that's just old man charity night. Like they just might as well.
And the thing about that, because he's fighting at super middleweight, right now, Bud Crawford. His last fight was at 168, so it's going to be the same version of what you saw. You know what I mean? He most recently fought at 168 super middleweight limit. You know what I mean?
So say he gonna come in at 200 after weigh-in, bro. He gonna knock him out. Woo! Stronger. He gonna be stronger. Gonna knock him out, bro. I'm telling you. He gonna be ready.
I don't think he'll knock him out. Boot to destroy Haney. Fuck yeah. They need to make that for sure. I mean, it'll be interesting. But I mean, that's the only reason why. Because, he has never been knocked out and he's been hit by, you know what I mean? Like, just think about that too. What's the name couldn't knock him out? Triple G. He was fucking him up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Canelo's been in there with some heavy hitting dudes. And I'm not saying Crawford's not a heavy hitter, but he's just known to beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? He's just whooping you so bad and with so many punches, clean punches, that he's like when he was whooping Spence, he was knocking him out, but not because it was just straight power. It was because I'm hitting your ass from every angle, bro. You can't even, you know what I'm saying? I'm too sweet for you. I move too good and just fucking.
Listen, who knows? Crawford might be the answer. He might He might go out there and bust the Douglas.
Like I said, I think Crawford's gonna win by like a unanimous decision or like damn near unanimous decision.
What if he has a Buster Douglas night? You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, I think it's, you know, I got too much respect for Canelo because he's one of my favorites as well, to think that he's gonna get knocked out for the first time by somebody who comes up two weight classes.
He could be nervous. He could be nervous, but this might be the fight. You know
Crawford,
what I mean?
You go ahead and you beat Canelo, right?
Listen, this
you
is huge.
Significantly, and you know what I mean? Like, no, don't let no controversy. Like, it can't be close, because I agree with you there. Because if it's close, they're gonna be like, draw. We want to see another one. Are we trying to set up a trio? Because this could be the perfect 3 fights. You know, we get a draw the first time, which makes that the fight a second fight. Like, bro, I'm telling you, they do this shit.
Crawford steals the titles.
And walks
Canelo
away.
steals it back. No, Canelo steals it back. Automatic rematch, and then draw on the 3rd fight. Fuck it. That's how you leave that trilogy. Right
I mean,
there.
that's a perfect way to put a bow on it. Yeah, because nobody ends up. We ended up as
because if you draw them first, that's corny.
That happens all the time. That happened with fucking Tyson Fury and Deontay, right? With the first fight of draw.
Yeah, but that was corny too. That was corny too.
Bro, like whenever you have a draw off the rip, that's the 3-fight package. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't know it's the play already, it looks amazing because you see the great fight.
Because I can see Canelo with a rematch clause if he loses. Because there's no way you're gonna let this dude walk away with all your titles like that.
Well, it's just the super middleweight title. I mean,
it's the undisputed.
It depends on like how difficult the fight was. If it's like a fucking knockdown, drag out, crazy shit, you know what I mean? Boom, we're done. I ain't gonna. I'll fight you next year in like March or some shit for a rematch.
Gotta be back-to-back fights.
That's what I'm saying. It would be next March. If they fought now, they wouldn't fight again for 6 months.
And
they wouldn't have to because this is such a payday.
If Crawford don't lay him out one time, he can't talk no more. That's it. He can't talk no more.
I've ever even seen Canelo get dropped. Maybe when Bivol fought, he took a knee. But I don't think Canelo's ever been knocked down. Has he? Let me see here. Canelo. Yeah, he got knocked down by Bivol. It said Mayweather, but I don't think. No, Canelo Alvarez has never officially been knocked down in a professional fight.
All right. He going to take a knockdown this time.
Wobbled.
I'm saying Crawford going to be the answer to that shit. Telling you. Going to take care of business.
He's been severely wobbled by, that's what I'm saying. When I seen him fought Triple G, that shit was crazy. That was like a fucking battle. And Triple G, his harder than probably everybody that's out there still. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I see a decision.
I was gonna say, if it goes 12, they're gonna get that shit to Canelo.
Like he did that one guy. He's talking about that one guy being Spence, who's coming back. I seen some training video of Spence. He got some crazy dreads looking like Hurricane Chris, but or dreads or braids or whatever. Like he just need to cut that shit off. He look kind of like patchy. However, he's back in the ring, about to make a comeback.
I'm saying Canelo could slip. It could be like, he didn't protect himself at all times and got caught with the 2-piece. You know what I'm saying? Anything could happen in boxing. We've seen it.
Yeah, you're right.
You know? And here's the thing, too. Canelo's biggest weakness, if you don't fight an aggressive fight with him. You saw how when old boy was running away from him, how he was pissed off?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that alone right there is a big strategy, like with the 1-2 step away, 1-2 step away type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Crawford can box like a motherfucker. So yeah,
that's what I'm saying. He needs to use that to his advantage.
Oh,
Get him
smart.
pissed off enough to miss that he gets so aggressive and he's not going to think. He's
Yeah,
just
but
going to be on the
is
attack.
he going to be doing that, running that strategy when Dana White has put the knockout bonus?
But that's what I'm saying. You don't have to necessarily run, but you could count. You can throw those punches and move. The old boy was just running. He wasn't even punching.
That's just gonna be fire. I hope they don't break Netflix like they did with the other time where like the system is stressed where it buffers out. That shit happened when I think it was Tyson and them was on Netflix. Tyson and Roy Jones or some shit.
It was Tyson and Paul, whatever the fuck.
Tyson Paul in the first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm ready
but
to.
that's what opened the doors to Netflix. You understand what I'm saying? Like those stupid little battles is what allowed Dana White to step in and go, well, listen, I got this money with these two guys. Let me go ahead. That's what I was telling one of the guys that work on my job because he's into boxing. And I'm like, yo, you need to become a promoter and start bringing these motherfuckers out before they become somebody. I said, because if you ever think about it, for fight night, there's always those people going, oh, well, we used to train in the gym and I used to knock you out, but nobody ever seen those things. They stay in the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like if there were more fights with it's like you think about basketball, before they go into the pros or whatever, they in the D League, they in the fucking summer league, you know what I'm saying? They're being showcased somewhere else that people get to see. Like they don't get to do that with boxers too much unless it's like Golden Gloves or your little typical local smoker. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that we could. He's like, word, that makes sense. I was like, bro, you should look into that. I was like, because when they got good fights and people always want to represent their gym, so you got to do is set it up. And everybody wants to see good fights these days because of the sport. That's what makes this fight so big, because it's actually a good fight people want to see, not bullshit fight people don't want to see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The undercard is facts, Jerry Jones. They are ducking Shakur, but Shakur.
Yeah, old boy wants to fight Paul now, right? They got the bag to fight Paul now.
Oh yeah, we kind of well, Javante, we kind of skipped over that. Javante and Jake Paul's fighting,
Yeah, because that's a joke right there too. That's like Mike Tyson and this nigga fighting. Who the fuck gives a shit about that?
It's their response to that, or they might have some money in that too, because I don't know. This is all Netflix shit, so yeah, that's crazy. Netflix is doing their thing right now. They got the fake boxing, they got the real boxing,
they got wrestling, all that shit.
Yeah, they came up, bro. They came up
from shitty leasing movies. No, not even having shit to having Oscar classics.
Yeah.
Oscar classics.
Because Netflix like replaced like Redbox kind of shit, right? Yeah, I used to have the Netflix when they delivered the DVDs to the crib.
Yeah. I remember when Netflix didn't even have good movies. You're like, what the fuck is this shit? And then all of a sudden they started getting the license into the right shit.
They just took over. Yeah, and then a lot of shit was like, bro, I know they just start, the corporate fucking monster behind the scenes buying all the shit. However, it went down. Unstoppable. Like Redbox took out fucking Blockbuster. Netflix took out. I think Netflix and Redbox probably got some money that's intertwined because it was the same shit. I remember getting Netflix like
they
DVD.
all brought up by the same motherfuckers. They just call them different things. You understand what I'm saying? That's basically what it is.
Yeah,
it comes down to that.
Like BlackRock type shit. The BlackRock of entertainment.
Because BlackRock owns most of the fucking houses in America. People don't know that shit. A lot of land. Well, they're trying to know. That shit's coming down.
Yeah,
shit. We appreciate y'all. Y'all stay tuned for that NFL game tonight. We're going with the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? Against the Chicago Bears. The Bears.
Yeah, they should beat the
Bears. That's gonna be a good game. There's only a 1.5 point spread. Vikings are the favorite.
Yeah, the Vikings are the favorite.
Yeah.
The return of JJ McCarty, right? It should be his first.
See, you see old boy who spit on fucking
Yeah, what happened?
Prescott, he's suspended for the whole season.
What?
Yep. You can't do that, bro. You can't. That's total. How you gonna spit on a motherfucker, bro? Come on, bro.
No, I felt that was foul. Yeah, like all that. You're the best defensive player on your team. It's the opening game of the season. Cowboys, you know what I mean? The greatest rivalry in football. One of the greatest rivalries in football. Opening night NFL, season kickoff. And you go at the fucking before the game starts. It wasn't even like y'all got into a fucking some situation.
Listen,
y'all was just jaw jacking before fucking it started.
You know why? I'm gonna tell you why he got suspended. Because he spit on America.
Probably that too. But yeah, all that is like really. So yeah, I didn't. Damn, it's a little harsh, but fuck it, bro. That's what you get. Dumb game. You get dumb prizes. But I was thinking like it should be like 4 or 5 games. You know what I mean?
Nah, bro.
Enough. The whole season, bro. It wasn't like he punched him in the face.
It don't matter. Listen, you got to make an example out of somebody.
They did, bro. You don't be up here.
Ain't gonna be out there spitting on people. Pause. Thinking that shit's all good, all willy nilly. You understand what I'm saying?
That's
not gonna have that.
I know it's the whole season though. That's crazy.
So I got to check my ticket. I might be at work for no reason.
Hey, you might be, Jerry.
Listen, man. Some fucking CIA agent's gonna win that shit. Y'all ain't never gonna see none of that money. Those fucking them lottery fucking balls that be coming out ain't even real. They all CGI. Y'all be believing them numbers is real coming out. That shit.
Hey, that could be crazy too, bro. Like, what if there's like a great, like now with the AI,
screen. It's all green screen, bro.
Man,
that's all bullshit.
Listen here, dog. That'd be crazy.
Money, bro.
That would be crazy. I mean, it'd be really easy to fucking
exactly.
Like if you got
if the
jackpot is 1 billion, like you got a budget to make shit happen. You want to make shit. I mean, even if you had it real, you can put like magnets and shit all in the balls and just like, you know what I mean? Like make them shits.
Well,
you know what I mean? Go wherever you want them to go.
Ping pong balls with fake numbers on them.
Well, that too, but I'm saying you can even have it like seriously, you can do on some high tech shit. Like no, all these shits got little chips and shit in them. We hit the frequency and make the fucking balls fall to the spots, to the tubes, like when we want to. They're already in a vacuum, so they floating. Hit the fucking shit with the magnets. Like I said, you don't
even need to do all that. You just, again, whatever number you want to pop up on that fucking AI ball, that's the number that's popping up.
Yeah, that too. I mean, either way, we do.
Because think about this.
We have every version of AI.
Exactly. They know what numbers is coming out.
You just know what numbers. But yeah, it's even with the AI shit nowadays. Yep. What is real? That's what I'm saying. With the AI, that might be. You think that could be a next movement that happens too? Because I used to always think about this. Like you'll be able to frame people. Like this shit now is so realistic looking. Like in
that's
2
how
or
they got
3 years.
R. Kelly, man. That's how they got R. Kelly.
Yeah, it's doing exactly. But like that, would that like launch a counter movement where people want to see more live and like shit that you can't, you know what I mean? Like you got to do things.
It's going to move everything to that. Yes.
Like the same way that like Milli Vanilli broke the fucking Grammy performances, like you had to be live after that. You know what I'm saying? It's like to prevent AI. Like from now on, we want to see. I don't know.
That is true. Yeah. Because think about this right now, the whole DR got some reality show that everybody's watching like 24/7 right now. That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
So think about that. That's why we already ahead of the fucking curve when it comes to this live shit that people don't know. That's what we was talking about earlier. Like as long as you show people, all of you, pause and again have other people around that are willing to do the same. You gotta show, bro, because people again are not willing to put themselves out in reality. They don't want to be judged. These shows are for motherfuckers again that are really. I don't care about being judged. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They- and the money's coming their way. But there's a lot of shit we don't know. We'll see. Listen, y'all keep playing the lottery out there.
You can't win if you don't play.
Just stick to the scratch offs, man. Y'all better off. You actually have a chance winning there compared to this fucking fake billionaire lottery that it be some fake fucking folks from the Midwest somewhere that you not even heard of that got like fucking 10 acres of land and a trucking company, don't even need the motherfucking money, but they want it. Feel it is right now. You can walk away with $500 million after taxes. That's a robbery, yo. How that shit is almost $2 billion and you only giving me fucking $500 million, yo. That's wild, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I have to ask ChatGPT what the best way to do it. He said, "Going."
And shit, what it is, you need to take that lump sum because you think they're gonna leave you alive to keep collecting off the state? Fuck.
No, but you set up a trust, so you know what I mean. Your you know what I mean. Your corporation or whatever is like
They're gonna wipe you out, man.
shit.
They're gonna wipe you out, bro. It was like some guy. The wife had came back, and she was trying to take his house, and he was like, and she was like, "No, you need to give me some of the house." And he was like, "Well, unfortunately, I don't own the house. My mother does." And she goes, "What do you mean? I saw you buy the house." He goes, "Yeah, I bought it for my mother." And she said, "But we were living in it." He said, "Yeah, because she's so nice that she let us live in her house."
Yeah, all that legal. Yeah,
yeah. He was like, "I knew you wanted to pull some shit like this, so that's why I did what I did. So now you got nothing." Like it was crazy. Yeah, man. They in it to win it.
Diabolical. So
yeah.
yeah. But yeah, thank y'all for pulling up here. Oh yeah, on this fucking Monday. Get our week started. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back Friday, same time, same channel. And
Yes, sir.
don't be like this guy.
Oh, I wanted her so fucking bad. I was restraining myself from showing too much interest. I was doing good because it was seducing her. Y'all saw she was feeling all on me. I was turning her on. The comments. She read that shit about Nairobi Gossip Club and got spooked and got up out of here. Oh my God, I just missed out on a badass bitch fucking with this content shit again. Fuck again. Fuck again. Fuck again. Fuck again. Fuck again. Fuck again. Oh my God, yo. Oh my God, yo. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. God, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Every time I go against my own fucking common sense. Every time I go against my own fucking common sense, it always backfires, yo. Oh my God, yo. Oh my God. Oh my God, yo. Oh my God.